I did used to have a penis. I went through a very painful, expensive operation to get rid of it. It's called divorce. Boom! Give me a cheer, the divorced people in the house. See how happy we are! You don't know about this yet. We are happy fucking people, aren't we? I got married the first one, right? Because I've done that a couple of times. I got married the first time in Australia. Can you hear my accent? Right, I got really, really pissed in a walkabout pub. Have you heard about walkabout pubs? They're an Australian-themed pub. Their theme is casual violence. It's true, isn't it? And I got really pissed on Bundaberg rum, and I saw this bloke across the bar, and I went, oh, I had a tingle. Oh, he's nice. He looked like Mel Gibson, before he was a racist, back in when the first Mad Max film was out, and he had a mullet and a tan and a leather jacket. You blokes would have done him. He was beautiful, right? So I thought, right. And I grew up in the olden days. My dad was a very old-fashioned man, and he used to say, Pammy, keep yourself nice. And he didn't mean waxing, right? He meant keep your hand on your apron. It's ask your grandmother. It's an old term, right? Keep yourself nice. So I talked him into marrying me, right? And back in the olden days, I was legally allowed to wear white, if you get my drift. Because, purer as the driven snow, people. Not that snow, the other snow. I'm in Liverpool, I've got to explain it, So I get to the church and I look down the aisle and I can see 3 blokes down the front now. And I turned to my bridesmaid, Fat Trina, and I said, no, come on, if you don't know about this, girls, you don't pick a beautiful, skinny bridesmaid with a nice ass like Kate did with Pippa, darling. No. You pick yourself a large old unit. A large old unit, put her in a green dress with mutton sleeves, right? Make her look as fucking white as possible. Makes you look skinny on your day. Beautiful. So I said to Teen, don't look for her on Facebook, she'll kill me. I said, which one's my one? I like the one on the right. She said, Pam, that's the priest. And I had to go through it. I was getting a bit nervous because he was looking a bit fucking ugly, And my dad's going, I've put this on my credit card. You're going through with this. And we've got to do that slow walk down the front. And he can feel me pulling back. He's going, come on. He wants to get me out of the house. And I'm getting there, walking down there, and I'm looking at his side. I'm getting frightened. His side of the church looked like Middle Earth. They were so ugly, I had to put the negatives in the wedding album. Now, you see the fetuses here, the youngsters are looking at me, what's a fucking negative? Look at you with your Justin Bieber fucking hairdo. They don't know what a negative is, do they? Come on, old people, give me a cheer if you know what a negative is. Oh, I love this. This age group is not my age group. This is my age group. This is my people, divorced people, and who know what negatives is. Oh, praise the Lord. Who had this? Where your mum would go, quick, stand together. I want to use up the roll. Didn't they? Mate. The kids are sitting there, look, what the fuck's she talking about? Look. I can't do that joke at a student union because the fetuses don't know what I'm talking about. Now, Liverpool's got some nice areas and some dodgy areas, right? Now, I want you to give me a cheer if you had Kodak. Yeah. Give me a cheer if you had Fuji. See, Fuji, we're cheap. We can still have colour, but it's not quite as crisp as Kodak. It does the job. Who gives us stuff, right? Now, what the fetuses don't realise is you can buy your roll of film at either 24 or 36 frames. They're like, what? What they're talking about, right? I'd never buy a 36. What am I going to take 36 pictures of? Hey! Now, I've got this, the camera's gone and Mum's gone, get together, and it's click, and it goes, zzz. Now, listen to this, fetuses. You won't believe this part, right? On the camera, there's a little button, but it's right near the button that opens the back of the camera. Don't open that one! Oh! The button that does rewind. Because what the fetuses don't realise, if the light gets in, it ruins your whole film. They're like, what? What? Isn't it? So you rewind, it's going, wait for the click. Even when it clicks, you're too scared to open the back of the camera. So you go in the toilet and you shut the door and pull the blind down just to make sure it's gone in, didn't you? And you've got a little canister like that, right? That canister, that big, like bigger than an egg, right, holds 24 pictures, and that's just gold, mate, gold. Then you're going in the kitchen looking in that drawer with the shit in it, you know, not shit, but, you know, the Allen keys and stuff in it, looking for that little black plastic thing with a grey lid that goes, yeah? You put it in that, you won't believe what I'm going to tell you now. You go with that in your hand and you walk with your feet down a Boots the Chemist. Down a Boots the Chemist, and you go through the hot doors with the hot air. And you got to go through the shop, past the shampoo, past the nappies, to the back of the shop. Like it's a secret or something. To the back of the shop. And you got a 16-year-old spotty bitch back there called Jessica. With a little gold badge on. Jessica, can I help you? And she's got a pristine white lab coat on with the fold mark still in it, like she's a fucking brain surgeon or something, right? And you hand over your film, and she's smarty pants sitting there, and she writes your surname on a piece of blue paper with 12 digits on it, and she hands it to you. Listen to this. She says, "Come back in a week." And that's the fast service, isn't it? The fast service is so expensive, you've got to sell a kidney to get your photos back, right? Isn't that right, people? Yes, it is. So a week goes by. Dad, where's that ticket? Where's that docket from Boots? Oh, I don't know. Look in the shit, sure. Look in the shit. Oh, I've got it, because that bitch is not going to give me my photos without that docket, is she? She's not. She's going to make me take a passport and a blood sample to get my photos back if I haven't got that bit of paper. So I get the photo, get me little docket, I go with me feet on the end of my legs again, and I go all the way down there to Boots, and I go through the doors with the hot air, and all the staff are looking at me, because they've all seen the photos before I have, haven't they? They passed it round the lunchroom, haven't they? Bloody hell. And the people on the first 3 frames of the photos were getting married. On the last 3 frames, they're getting divorced. That's how long the film's been in the camera.